so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA right around.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll see Joe Mixon. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Eagles and the Ravens, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Minshew going to look to throw it right away. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Jones last week, 14 carries, 61 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his 2nd start in the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Holly. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. Third down, Mixon, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's a give to Jones running left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Holly, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Holly. Again, he finds more. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on 1st down. Holly. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and the Eagles have recovered.
The ball carried by the running back. Fumble on the play.
And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Holly. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the gun on 3rd down, Holly. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will make it 6-0.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 24, Minshew. Got a man, that's Richie James. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Up the middle, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Minshew. Caught on the right side by... And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air conditioned.
No phones?
None.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Peppers. Oh, good move. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive. Holly dumps it off to Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Holly to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holly, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Holly. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well in time there, and now 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Complete to number 5. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Minshew. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Complete to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Holly. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On the delay, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Holly. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Minshew
finds his tight end Ingram.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Holly. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man right side is Ingram. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. James has got it. Complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down.
It'll be Minshew again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Giants who are out in front. Bryan Edwards, a touchdown reception. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. A.J. Dillon, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you guys keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Holly
goes right back to Smith again.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Holly.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle to Smith. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Complete to Devontae Smith.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Holly. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Mixon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Short of the goal line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Ravens, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Throwing on second down. Minshew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Holly throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings us 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
A handoff to Mixon.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 70 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a 1st down.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back to throw. Holly. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 28. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, Holly. Jones has it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Operating from the gun, Holly. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Minshew. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
19 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got White here.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. Jones diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 101 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 26. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Operating from the gun, Holly. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And the Ravens taking the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Intended for his running back. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for Richie James. Incomplete.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. From the gun on 3rd down. Holly, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really, an incredible game from this defense. A very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we saw was that defense making big play after big play. They got after the quarterback. They had takeaways. You name it. They outclassed them every step of the way and checked every box on the stat sheet in getting it done.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next